Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, hockey fans of all genders and all ages, welcome to the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of Storm Hockey. The Ontario Bay Booster Club would like to remind you that this facility is managed by a group of parent-led volunteers, and your assistance in helping to keep the arena clean is greatly appreciated. Warming blankets have been provided for your convenience in the bleacher section of the arena. Please remember to fold and return those blankets to their appropriate receptacles at the conclusion of tonight's game. And in this competition, we have the visiting team wearing their road blues, led by head coach Seth Howard, the Cazenovia Lakers. Versus your home team, led by head coach Steve Olson, wearing their alternative Pink for Cancer jerseys, your Ontario Bay Storm! And here are your starting lineups, beginning with the visiting Cazenovia Lakers. On defense, number 4, Finn Hagen. On defense, number 20, Elijah Myers. On offense, number 2, Seamus Newcomb. On offense, number 14, Henry Miller. On offense, number 16, Riley Montoya. And in goal, number 31, Ezra Stahlberg. And now for your starting Ontario Bay Storm. Beginning on forward, number 25, starting in his last home game, senior Steven Saber. On offense, number 12, the captain, starting in his last home game, senior Jacob Amadon. On offense, number 21, starting in his final home game, senior Adam Pooler. On defense, number 9, starting in his last home game, senior Andre Watts. On defense, starting in his last home game of the season, it's freshman number 14, Connor DeMott. And in goal, between the pipes defending the net, number 22, freshman Eden Terry. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone who is able to please rise as we all stand together, united as one free country. Please place your hand over your heart, remove your headgear. Any active duty, veteran, or retired servicemen and servicewomen may salute as desired as we listen to the playing of our national anthem. The Cold Front Cafe is open, filled with delicious, delectable delights to satisfy your nutritional needs. We've got a 50-50 raffle going on. You got to be in it to win it. And tonight, we're also raffling off a Ontario Bay Pink Cancer jersey. Make sure you get your raffle tickets at the admissions table. Now, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's play some hockey! All right, and here we are, just about ready to go. Starters getting on the ice. Officials doing whatever it is officials do. Saying hi to goalies, making sure the garbage has been changed in the penalty box. You know, all the important stuff. Make sure the lights are off, the stove is off, doors are locked. Here we go. Pucks have been gotten, nice and frozen. Here we go. Amidon in for the face-off. Amidon wins this draw. Jacob taking his puck through the neutral zone, loses it as he gets cut off. Turned out by Finn Hagen. Glove down by Riley Montoya. Montoya over the blue line, loses that puck. Gets picked out by Amidon. Amidon drops this back into their neutral zone. Picked up by Hayden. Hayden over to Elijah Myers. Myers passes this puck up to Miller. Miller shot, save made. Aiden Terry. Puck is back behind the net. Now it goes over to the corner. Seamus Newcomb with it. Sends this back to the point for Myers. Myers fires this in. Misses. Comes out to the corner. Collected by Miller. Miller coming around to the center point. Miller. Shot. Blocker save by Aiden Terry. Ontario Bay trying to come out with this puck. Pooler sends this off the boards. Amidon going down after it. Amidon getting attacked by Montoya. Puck comes out to the middle. Now it gets swept away and cleared out of the zone by Elijah Myers. Dylan Van Brocklin collecting this puck in front of his net. Takes it safely behind his goal. Over to the corner. Loses it. Turned over. Coming out. This is Captain Dan-Dalin. Jack Dan-Dalin dumps his puck back along the sides. Cleared out by Ontario Bay. Sent all the way across by Lucas Cornish. Picked up by Jack Casey. Casey sends this forward into the mess on the blue line. Puck gets snapped all the way across. Still in the zone, though. Cornish holds it. Fires it in deep. Dylan Van Brocklin picks this up behind his net. Van Brocklin up along the boards. Turned back in by Dylan George. Puck sent around near side. Jake Myers not able to hold it. Dan-Dalin coming around with it. Dan-Dalin has that blocked by Cameron Dan-Dalin. Picked up by James Law. Law off the boards for Dan-Dalin. Dan-Dalin turns, fires. That gets blocked out in front. Dan-Dalin gets a piece of it. Law to Dan-Dalin. Shot. Oh, misses. Comes back behind the goal. James Law with it. Law at the corner, looking for somebody to pass to. Sends this back in deep. Myros goes back for it. Picked up by Dan-Dalin. Dan-Dalin, Myros, Dan-Dalin. Law. I don't know. Puck's in the corner. There goes James Law and Jack Casey. Casey sends this back behind the goal. And Cazenovia able to send this out. Mason Warrens kicks this forward. It gets knocked over, though, to Jack Dan-Dalin. Dan-Dalin shot, tipped in front by whoever that is playing defense with, it looks like a Julian Watts to me. Goes off of Juice's stick up into the netting. We'll have a face-off to the right side of Aiden Terry. Cazenovia with this puck centering pass, swing and a miss. Puck grabbed by Hagen, sends this into the corner, gets turned back to him. Grabbed by Ontario Bay, they're able to send that out into the neutral zone. Gets ripped back in by Hagen, pops back out. Stephen Wheeler Ethan Potter trying to pop that forward. Gets taken away by Riley Montoya. Back out into the neutral zone. Benoyer wrapped up with Mateo. Puck sent down. Back out by Kaz. Right there, though, Julian Watts. Watts pauses it. But Seamus Newcomb fires this forward, caught by Juice. Juice trying to avoid Henry Miller and does. Julian hits the blue line, sends this into the neutral zone. Rifle back in by Finn Hagen, misses everybody. No icing, not sure why. I would have called it. Juice with this puck goes back behind his goal. Juice coming up on the near side, weaving his way into the neutral zone, hits the center line, fires this forward. Hagen catches it, retreats it back behind his goal, fires around to the far corner for Jack Penoy. Penoy misses it, ripped in, shot wide, comes off the boards, picked up by Dylan George. George into the corner with Amidon. Amidon got a piece of it. George fired up against the board. There's a shot on goal, save Ezra Stahlberg.
Jack Donlin at the corner, gives that puck to Finn Hagen. Hagen sends this back behind the goal for Casey, I think, or Penoyer. I don't know. Comes out, though. Jack Donlin with it. Jack Donlin leads the team in goals with 23 goals on the season. Jack with this puck now. Jack through the neutral zone, over the blue line, making his way in, gets pinched on puck, comes up, kick save, shot followed up by Donlin, another save by Aiden Terry. Puck comes out along the side, now in the corner. Donlin centering pass to Newcomb. Newcomb can't get it. This puck gets rebounded out, held in, though, by Lucas Cornish. Now it gets popped out. Cameron Dalin with it. Dalin squeezing his way by Casey. Puck moves forward. Amadon has it. Casey takes it away. Casey at the corner, guarded by Dalin. Casey passes puck up to Newcomb. Newcomb curls around, fires this, gets blocked a little bit by Adam Pooler, picked up by Donlin. Now Dalin. Dalin gets interfered with, and now Dalin gets interfered with more by Newcomb. I tell you, any blockage of my son deserves a whistle, if you ask me. Miller pushes this puck in along this side. Puck comes back out. At the point, Cornish swings and misses. This puck comes back out. Jacob Myros moving in with it. Myros shot. Oh, and that got tipped at the last second. Jack Casey misses way wide right. Casey and Myros going after it. Myros with this puck. Myros has Cornish all over him. Can't get that centering pass. Coming in to help out is James. Now Myros back behind. Sorry, Katie. James Law lost that puck. Gets sent out on the side. Carter Donnelly fires this back up. Riley Montoya in the corner sends this all the way around. Seamus Newcomb on the far boards. Sends this past Dalin high, glove down. Looks like his hand closed on that puck to me. That's okay. Puck gets fired into the corner. Dalin going to go after it back behind the goal with Jack Casey. Casey sends it around, centering pass to nobody. Picked up by Cazenovia. Here comes Henry Miller. Miller hits the blue line, dumps it in because he's tired. Puck gets picked up by Connor DeMott. DeMott fires it back up into traffic. Swing and a miss by Kaz. There's a pass out to Ethan Potter. Potter shoveled this pass Finn Hagen. Hagen overskates it. Hagen retreats back, sends his puck. And Potter picks it up, goes for the centering pass. Oh, and that gets grabbed by Hagen. Almost stolen by Andre Watts. Fired back in. That's going to be an icing. 11:08, and we are scoreless. And these are my incredible sponsors. Two Broke Moms, located on Main Street in Pulaski, next to the Chinese food restaurant, across the street from the bank. They are the ones who made these custom home jerseys for the Ontario Bay Storm. You want custom jerseys made for your team for a special evening of sport? Check out Two Broke Moms. Help them be less broke. Hashtag crazy. Puck gets sent back behind the net in the corner, picked up by Amadon. Amadon having a hard time with that all by himself. Puck comes out to Julian Watts. Watts curling around, avoids Nat Gale. Nat Gale on him again. Watts is going to outskate Nat. No, he's not. He's going to get hooked, and that's okay. Shot fired, blocked, goes wide of the net, picked up behind. Oh, crumpled on. Puck passed out. Adam Pooler sends this over for Steven Saber. Saber not able to grab it. That's an offsides. Well, we called one offense. Must have caught him in between blinks. He saw what was going on. Jack Donlin's going to line up for the faceoff against James Law. Donlin fires it forward, goes off of Van Brocklin to Carter Donnelly. And that's going to get covered up by Ezra Stahlberg. Carter Donnelly. I was going to call him Cotter Darnley. Yeah. Got to get a little slicker with that wrist. Law in for the draw against Donlin again. Oh, we've decided to go to the face-off dot with the puck. James Law, Jack Donlin squaring up again. 10:24 to go in the first period. Puck goes behind Donlin, turns around, fires it against the boards. Cameron Dalin there. Dalin to Law. Law pushed off that puck by Donlin. Puck gets fired back into behind the net, comes all the way around, grabbed by Dylan George. Out to Carter Donnelly, shot save, and that's going to get covered up by Ezra Stahlberg. He thought for a moment to let that go back into play, and then he changed his mind and covered that puck up. Face off to the left side of Ezra Stahlberg. There's a draw driven forward by James Law. Back behind the net, picked up by Jack Casey. Sends this around along the boards. Battle for that puck goes back into the corner. Cameron Dallin going after it. Casey is too. Casey kicks his puck forward. Law fires it. Goes behind the net. Myro's coming over on the side to battle against Dylan George. Fired by James Law. Nice shot. Save made. Ezra Stahlberg. Puck kept in at the point. Goes to Dallin. Dallin. Centering pass. Misses. Comes out to Dylan George. George out into the middle. One touch by Jack Hitchku. Nope. Haichu. I knew that. Puck sent in deep. Retreating back to pick it up. Andre Watts. Andre on the near side. Pass this puck across to Ethan Potter. Coughs it up. Shot and a goal. Henry Miller unassisted. Well, assisted by Ethan Potter, but, you know. Cazenovia goal scored by number 14, Henry Miller, unassisted. Number 14, unassisted. Time of the Cazenovia Lakers goal, 7:37. Puck turned over. Cazenovia coming out with it. 3 on. That's a bad pass to Henry Miller. Obey able to collect up. Hagen shot fired, misses way wide right. Goes off the backboards to Jack Penoria. Penoria back to the point, ripped in by Montoya. Picked up by Jacob Amidon. Amidon skating his way through. Hits the center line, dumps his puck in to go after and chase it. Ezra Stahlberg in there. Amidon goes between Stahlberg and the goal. Puck picked up on that far side, sent in deep. Ripped around by Cazenovia. Montoya trying to get it out. Julian Watts able to hold it. Sends this off the glass back behind the net. Pooler going after it. Hagen there. Pooler sends it behind the goal. Grabbed by Amidon. That gets taken away. And Jack Donlin off to the races. Donlin centering pass, and that 1T gets missed by Riley Montoya. Terabay trying to get that puck out. Comes out into the neutral zone for Jack Casey. Casey turns it right back. Grabbed by Pooler. Pooler to Law. Law dumps his puck in, goes to the far corner for Cameron Dallin. Dallin sends this back behind the net. Finn Hagen right there. Dallin still with it. It's got Donlin on him. Dallin backhands his puck up to the point. Gets picked off, though, by George. Nate George up over the blue line just behind Jake Haichu. Jake Haichu is offsides. Face off in the neutral zone. Coming up next, 7:48 to go in the first period. Jack Donlin taking a face-off against James Law. Law sends his puck forward, grabbed by Jack Casey. Casey curls around in front of his net. Passes puck up into the middle for Seamus Newcomb. Newcomb over the blue line. Shot fired, gets deflected, goes back behind the net. Picked up by Carter Donnelly. Donnelly fires it up to Dallin. Dallin's got somebody on his back, so he kicks his puck out into the neutral zone. Grabbed there by, I think, Penoyer. I don't know. Sent in deep, though. Dylan Van Brocklin coming around against Jack Donlin. Van Brocklin in the corner. Has that puck. Snaps it. Gets it out into the neutral zone. Dallin's going to chase after it. So is Casey. And that puck's going to go over the line for an icing. And that'll bring the face-off back down to the Ontario Bay end of the arena. Face off to the right side of Aiden Terry. Looks like Vinny DiNatale's going to take the draw for Cazenovia. Pulls this puck back to Cornish. Cornish shot low. Save made. Aiden Terry. And he's going to hold on to that one for another face-off. Face-off will be from the same spot. 7:10 to go in the first period. 1-0. Cazenovia leads. DiNatale taking the draw again against, I think that's Matteo Dalpe. It is. Dalpe draws his puck back. Carter Donnelly plays it. Donnelly passes up to Ethan Potter. Stephen Wheeler. Wheeler fires this in. Goes back behind the net. Jack Casey rips this around. Grabbed by Joey DiNatale. Joey passes out to Vinny. Vinny to Nat Gale. Gale centering pass gets blocked by Carter Donnelly. Centering pass to DiNatale gets grabbed by Donnelly again. This time gets fired out by Ontario Bay. Matteo Dalpi gets interfered with by Joey DiNatale. DiNatale's going to go to the box for interference. I guess you have to interfere twice. Yep. Cazenovia Lakers penalty number 3, Joey DiNatale. 2-minute minor for interference. Number 3, 2 minutes interference. Time of the minor penalty, 10:27. It's an Ontario Bay Storm power play. Roll Storm. Puck comes up to Steven Saber. Saber touches into the offensive end. Saber into the corner. Gets knocked into the boards by Riley Montoya. Saber still with it. Passes puck back to Connor DeMott. DeMott back up to Saber. Saber turns, gives it back to DeMott. DeMott, one-timer shot, save made. And Ezra Stolberg dives on top of that. Somebody dives on top of Cameron Dowd. Oh, even the referee's coming in hot after that one. You got to be careful. The ice is slippery. Thankfully, everybody's okay. Saber's going to get in there for cross-checking after the whistle. It's a great way to end a power play. Coaches love it when you do that. At the other end, it's a penalty. It should be all the way down. It's a penalty. It should be all the way down. I don't know what this discussion's all about. They were shorthanded. Gave a penalty to Ontario Bay. The faceoff should be down in Ontario Bay's end. Officials are trying to explain something to Jack Dan-Dalin. It's true. Wait. Oh, the penalty occurred after the whistle? All right. Cross-check. Ontario Bay penalty number 25, Steven Saber. 2-minute minor for cross-checking after the play had concluded. Number 25, 2 minutes cross-check. Time of the minor penalty, 11:06. Julian Watts with that puck. Penoyer all over. I'm sorry, not Penoyer. Jack Casey all over him. Juice still with that puck, curling around 4-on-4 now for 54 more seconds. Loses his puck. Jack Dan-Dalin grabs it, tries pushing us out into open ice. Picked up James Law, shot fired wide left. Off the backboards, Jack Casey. Cameron Dowling gets a piece of it. Comes out to Dylan George. George up for Dan-Dalin. Dan-Dalin going up to it. Backhand shot. Save. Aiden Terry. 38 seconds of 4-on-4. Henry Miller taking a face-off against Jacob Amadon. Amadon pulls this puck back. Carter Donnelly goes and grabs... Connor DeMott grabs it, rips us all the way around. Finn Hagen holds us at the point. DeMott battling. Puck is loose. Henry Miller in there, as is Amadon. Miller moves us to the open ice in the corner. Miller with it, drops us back into the corner for Riley Montoya. Montoya loses it to Andre Watts, but Andre Watts loses his edge. Goes down. Miller with this puck now. Watts on him. Puck goes to Montoya. Montoya sends this out. Gets grabbed by Ontario Bay's Connor DeMott. Sends this into the neutral zone. Seamus Newcomb drops back to pick it up. Puck sent out through the neutral zone. Montoya trying to drive forward. Watts gets a piece of it. Hagen centering pass. One team missed. This puck comes out into the neutral zone. Power play, player advantage for Cazenovia. Seamus Newcomb with it. Drops this back for Montoya. Montoya, soft touch. Almost lost that puck. Adam Pooler not able to keep it. I'm not sure why. Puck goes in deep. Julian Watts with it. Lots of yelling coming from the benches. I don't understand it. It doesn't look like the players do either. Puck up against the boards. Comes loose. Juice grabs it. 10 seconds left of the player advantage for Cazenovia. Juice fires this off the boards. Gets caught somehow at the blue line. Puck is loose in the neutral zone. Montoya spins around. Passes it up for Cornish. Cornish over the blue line. Juice riding him. Cornish loses that puck. Goes back behind the net. At the corner. Teams are even. Puck gets dropped into the corner. Back out for Miller. Henry Miller tried pulling it back to shoot it. Gets taken away by Connor DeMott. And DeMott clears the zone. Steven Saber chasing after that puck. Ezra Stallberg comes out of the net. Saber centering pass. Not far enough. Cameron Dallin off the ice. On the ice. In the ice. Pass comes out. Now with it, Riley Montoya coming down on the near side. Riley at the hash mark trying to make his move to the middle. Mason Warren's all over him. Mason takes that puck away, rips it around to the far side. Jack Casey has it, sends it back behind the goal. Puck is back behind the net. Coming around with it, Henry Miller. Miller turns, shot, save, goes on the side of the net. Now into the corner, Montoya there. Riley Montoya turns this back to the back of the goal. Gets returned to the corner by Dylan Van Brocklin. Now played on by Jacob Amanon. Montoya pulls this out, sends this to the corner. Van Brocklin there. Van Brocklin clears this out, and that's going to hit some snow, and that's not going to ice. Jack Donlin collects it. Cameron Dallin coming in, not able to get that puck in time. Haichu has it in the neutral zone. Haichu to Casey. Casey one-times it into the zone. Missed most of the puck. It's a good thing the blade of the stick is long. Andre Watts going in a laying down motion with Dylan George. Puck goes to the corner. Jack Haichu with it. Jake Haichu even. Puck goes back behind the net. Out in the middle, picked up by Ontario Bay. They clear it. That's going to be an icing, and they're going to appreciate that just as much as I am. Face off to the right side of Aiden Terry. Goes back behind the goal. Picked up by Nat Gale. Gale at the corner. Sends his puck around to the near side. Stephen Wheeler chasing after it. Hagen sends this in deep. Battle for it in the corner. Puck comes loose. Gale takes this back behind it. Andre Watts trying to stick check. And Gale still with it. Centering pass. Gets blocked. It's loose. Grabbed by Andre. Andre goes to the corner. Sends this off the glass. Drops down for Gale. Steve Wheeler trying to pull this out. Stephen Wheeler sends this out into the middle. Turned over, though, Joey DiNatale gets pushed off that puck by Matteo Dalpe. Here comes Ethan Potter. Potter in. Oh, he tried the fake move. Goes down. Puck picked up by Matteo. Matteo in the corner. He gets checked off that puck. Jack Casey sends this back along the boards. This gets passed out to Joey DiNatale. DiNatale over the blue line. DiNatale curls away from Mason Warrens. Fires that puck, gets deflected, goes to the corner. Julian Watts over there. Seamus Newcomb gets to it first. Newcomb turns, fires this in deep for Nat Gale. Gale centering pass goes to two Ontario Bay players that almost scored on themselves. Puck comes back into the slot. There's a big old hook by Matteo Dalpe. And Matteo landed himself a big one. They're going to call it a hold, and Matteo's going to go to the box. Hold on to your wrist. That's normally where a hold occurs, is you grab the person's wrist. So it'll be another power play opportunity for Cazenovia. Ontario Bay penalty, number 23, Matteo Dalpe. 2-minute minor for holding. Number 23, 2 minutes, hold. Time of the minor penalty, 15:46. Oh, yes, that's coming right up now, isn't it? Jack Donlin's going to take the face-off against Jacob Amanon. 1 minute of play remaining in the first period. 1 minute remaining. Puck gets passed across to Donlin. Donlin sends this into Miller. Miller back to Donlin. Shot low, misses wide left. Miller over to play it at the hash mark. Miller looking, sends this in deep to Montoya. Montoya tries giving it back to Miller, almost loses it. Julian Watts not able to get it. Seamus Newcomb trying to regain possession and control of this puck. Sends it over to Lucas Cornish. Cornish has it, gives it to Donlin. Donlin winds up shot. Glove save. Rebound swept out. Backhanded by Adam Pooler. Gets it into the neutral zone. Jack Donlin trying to turn this back in. Lucas Cornish at the blue line. Coughs it up to Newcomb. Newcomb not able to keep it. Comes back out into the neutral zone. Donlin collects it. Jack Donlin trying to reset this power play. Passes to Montoya. Montoya over the blue line. Julian Watts trying to pressure him in. Now he's Montoya forced around back behind the net. Comes around, gives it to Miller. Miller pass all the way across the Cornish. Shot blocked in front by Julian Watts. Puck gets passed out by Amadon to Juice. Back to Amadon. And that's where this period's going to end. And that concludes another exciting period of ice hockey here at the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of Storm Hockey. Don't forget to stop by the Cold Front Cafe. Check out the new popcorn machine. It might be making popcorn. Don't forget to stop by the admissions table. Get your 50-50 raffle tickets if you like money, or see if you could be the first person to win our Stamp Out Cancer with the pink jerseys for Ontario Bay. Get your raffle ticket to win a jersey at the admissions table. Say hello to my mom. Remember, tonight's game is being broadcast live on YouTube at the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence. Make sure you check it out, subscribe, and hit that like button. We'll be back. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate you watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you to my sponsors. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. That's Two Broke Moms, located on Main Street in Pulaski, next to the Chinese food restaurant across the street from the bank. Power Play Sports, exit 47 off Interstate 81 in Watertown. Dupree's Cleaning Services, interior and exterior cleaning. Check them out at exteriorcleaning315.com. Glory Construction and Development, for all of your new building and new structure construction needs. Have it built in his glory. All Wheel Auto, located on Route 104 in New Haven, New York. To purchase your all-wheel drive Subaru, go see the Guile family. You can follow them on YouTube at Sparks and Recreation, as the Guile family go to Disney World multiple times a year and travel across the country on all sorts of adventures as they buy and sell vehicles and enter into enduro races all across the United States. And Streamside RV Park and Golf Course. If you want to be greenside, you got to be streamside. Find them on Tinker Tavern Road in Pulaski. And while you're there, stop off at Divots Restaurant and Bar, located right at Streamside RV Park and Golf Course. And we'll be back after this ice cut with more exciting hockey here from the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of Storm Hockey.
Gets you somehow, right? My racing, so you can share it with somebody at Pepsi.
He sounds great. I think I'm not talking about that.
Yeah.
So, let me know. What can I do for you?
Yeah. What's your email address? I can send it right to you.
I'll write down for you real quick. Please write it down. I'll just email it so you can have more backup. Is that okay?
The hell is that saying? REXX?
Gracie?
Gracie 8?
Yep, it's your now.
REXX.
Yep.
Gracie 8.
I got chicken cat in right. I don't write for work, so. That's a little cut. This was here last time I was here.
Maybe not. Yeah, it's only a few weeks old. So, you know, I have the goalie cameras.
Yeah.
They were over Wi-Fi. Now they're not. This is an HDMI receiver, and there's an HDMI transmitter. You can see it sticking out on the side. There's another one over there. So look at these crystal clear pictures I got now. I don't need Wi-Fi in order to have it.
So now you switch from here to here.
Yep.
So now you hit the camera going. And once they start coming down the line, you just switch the camera. Oh, man, you're professional.
That's it. Yeah, so when Katie's not here, I'm at a different game, right? I'm working a camera, I'm running tech, I'm switching screens, like I'm watching 4 different camera angles at all time. Into them play-by-play, baby.
You might be doing a hire a cameraman pretty soon.
Need more money. But yeah. So I'm going to be going down, you know, JCC, they play in the AAU.
Yeah.
The AAU is having their tournament down in West Chester, Pennsylvania at Iceline.
Right.
They got 4 sheets ice down there. So over a week, they've got 84 games, D1, D2, D3, and women's, all in that week. So they asked me if I do one of their broadcasts. All I got to do is talk. Like, they've got camera guys and whatever. I just got to show up and talk. I don't have to bring a microphone or nothing, right? I just show up. I'm like, what else with your head? I got something else to do, you know? I'm going to be so bored.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, looking forward to that.
So we're going to a Sabres game February 19th.
Oh, nice.
So here's still my oldest daughter. She goes, hey, we love your birthday. She goes, I want to go to a Sabres game. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I've never been to an NHL game before.
No, that's awesome. Karen and I got engaged at an Islanders-Sabres game.
Oh, really?
We did a 2-2 tie after overtime. I'm an Islander fan, she's a Sabres fan, so it worked out.
Pretty big tournament down there, West Chester, huh?
It's the largest collegiate tournament ever.
No other division to be there, or just there?
All 4 divisions, D1, 2, and 3. Yeah. And women's, so 4 divisions.
So what's it be televised on?
I have no idea. Probably YouTube. I'm hoping. I'm not sure though.
You gotta find out, so let me know.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's something free so people can see it, you know?
Right. I got full racing, full sports, they have a lot of that stuff on there. A lot of different topics.
So I found a site that plays a lot of it. It's called streameast.io.
Big East,
Go to that website and you get to pick. Now, a lot of times when you make a choice and you pick, it opens up another window of shit. Ignore that. Go back to the first window and click the thing again. It'll work the second time, sometimes the third time. But like that's how they make their money. Is that like you click something, it opens up some freaking ad or something,
yeah,
whatever.
All the time.
And like don't click on any of that shit though. Just go back to the first screen again and keep choosing your thing. Yeah, I watched the Bills playoff game. I watched the last playoff game. I'm watching Islanders, the Sabres game on there.
Wow.
So they did not have the last F2 basketball game on them.
Bro, especially NFL hockey, it's so hard to find games.
Yeah.
Like, I have Hulu. No, Jess has Hulu, and Jess has my Netflix account
Yeah.
password. So you get a member bar on that, like they're hard to find. You gotta go look for them.
That's why I'm liking the PWH house, just on the internet.
Jen's been following that the women's hockey.
Yeah, that's PWHL.
Yeah, she's been following that all the time.
Man, I've seen a few fights on there.
It's slowing down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those girls play hard hockey, man.
That's hilarious. She wants to go to a game, but down. Like,
All right, welcome back, hockey fans. We are ready to start off period number 2. At the conclusion of the first period, we had incidental minor penalties. Ontario Bay, number 12, Jacob Amadon, 2-minute minor for unsportsmanlike conduct. And Cazenovia, number 15, Lorelei Bach, 2-minute minor for roughing. Maybe it wasn't number 15, but great job, Lorelei. What's that? 16? I guess it was 16, Riley Montoya. Time of the minor penalty, 17:00. The shot goes high off the glass, drops down, picked up by Lucas Cornish. Not able to hold on to it. Ontario Bay coming out with this puck. Jacob Myros in on, gets forced over to the corner by Jack Donlin. Now Seamus Newcomb presses that puck up against the backboards, waiting for some help to show up. Teams are even 5-on-5 now. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Julian Watts with it. Watts to Dalin. Dalin comes back into the defensive end, gives that puck back to Julian. Julian passes up to Cameron. Cameron receives that pass poorly. Turns that puck over to Cazenovia. Loose in the neutral zone. High chew with it. Nope. Dalin pulls it back. Goes right to Seamus Newcomb, though. Newcomb with this puck in his defensive end. Passes up into the middle to Hagen. Hagen having a hard time moving that puck forward. Gets it over to Nat Gale. Gale dumps this in. Andre Watts grabs it. Rips this all the way around for Jacob Myros. Played off the boards by Matteo Dalpi into the neutral zone. Collected by Nat Gale. Gale up to Di Natale. Vinny Di Natale moves that forward for Jack Casey. Casey in deep's got Andre Watts on him. Watts trying to take that puck away. Casey with it, trying to wrap around. Puck is loose on the side, gets poked away. Picked up by Ontario Bay. Passed out to Dalin. Dalin, another poor reception of a pass. Puck comes back to Matteo Dalpi. Dalpi trying to go off the sides, but as we've seen before, Matteo Dalpi needs help with geometry. Ontario Bay with this puck in deep. Backhand pass over to Andre. Andre Watts skating up with this puck into the neutral zone. Andre hits a center line, dumps his puck in, goes back behind the net. Ezra Stahlberg tries pausing it, and almost coughed up a biggie. Dylan Van Brockland holds that at the blue line. That's off the blocker of Ezra. Into the corner it goes. Stepping up, Carter Donnelly not able to keep that puck. Gale comes up at the center line, dumps that puck in deep. Dylan Van Brockland grabs that puck back behind the net. Pass this puck up into the middle, touched into the neutral zone, grabbed by Ethan Potter, trying to drive forward, gets returned back. Carter Donnelly with it, sends this up. Obey checks up on sides, gives Cazenovia a chance to regain that puck. Cornish swings and misses, almost falls down. Stephen Wheeler not able to capitalize on that puck, gets dumped down. Icing is waved off, puck picked up by Carter Donnelly, sends this around, now grabbed by Henry Miller. Miller loses this in the corner, gets passed up for Adam Pooler. Pooler sends this forward. Lucas Cornish, though, is going to play that puck, take it over behind the end line, behind the goal. Pooler picks it up, centering pass, gets stolen by Henry Miller. Miller passes to Pappas. Pappas back to Miller. Miller moving up over the blue line, releases Newcomb on the near side. Miller centering pass to Myers. Myers winds up, sends this across. There's hoping somebody's going to tip that in. Nobody there. Newcomb passes it back to Myers. Myers not able to catch that puck for the 1T. Rips that into the corner, goes back behind the goal. Seamus Newcomb at the far corner. Now in the trapezoid, sends this puck back up along the boards. Finn Hagen takes this into the corner. Finn backhands that up into the trapezoid, comes over. Seamus Newcomb collects that at the corner, trying to pass that up to Myers, not able to do so. Puck gets picked off, though, by Donlin. Shot, glove save, Aiden Terry. That was a great save by Aiden Terry. Face off to the left side of Terry. Goes over to the corner. Watts coming out with it, loses as he crosses the blue line. Donlin returns this back in, picked up by Mason Warnes. Warnes snaps this into the neutral zone. Dalin plays it off the boards. Donlin swats it out of the air. Puck is flying through the neutral zone. Jack Donlin on the far side moves this into the offensive end. Stopped by Mason Warnes. Warnes fell onto his heels, not able to get that puck out. Jack Casey sends this back in onto the boards. Glove down by Warnes. James Law over there. Puck comes back to the corner. Julian Watts picks it up. Watts back behind his goal. Rips this off the glass. Goes all the way through the neutral zone. Rumor has it that touched Jack Donlin. Rumors are wrong. That's an icing. So Julie Pickle, yes, we got engaged at a Sabres game. It was February 13th of 1999. So it was, I tried to have them put up a super cool message, and they wouldn't do it because they said they don't do engagements on the Jumbotron, but because it was Valentine's Day during their birthday wishes, I talked them into putting up, Karen, I love you, love Dan. And they let that go. And that happened in the third period. Islanders were tied 2-2. And I almost forgot about the whole thing because it was such a good game. Her father was there. One of my fraternity brothers was there with his girlfriend at the time. It's a pretty good deal. How do you top getting engaged at a hockey game, you may ask? And the answer is you get married at Disney World. And that's what we did in 2001. Enough about me. Jack Donlin, Jacob Amadon squaring off. Puck comes back to Lucas Cornish. Cornish passes his puck over to far side to Henry Miller. Miller back to Donlin. Shot, save, rebound, goal. It's the last home game for Ontario Bay before sectionals. I think everybody's in sectionals. Looks like I believe if the season were to end now, West Jenny would get a bye and we would play Rome in sectionals first game in Rome. Cazenovia goal scored by number 24. It's his 24th of the season, Jack Donlin. Number 24 with his 24th goal, assisted by number 14, Henry Miller. 24 from 14, Donlin from Miller. Time of the Cazenovia Lakers goal, 5:02. Well, he already cross-checked, right? Puck is in the neutral zone. Now it comes out. Jacob Amadon with it, curling around, penetrating into the offensive end. Shot on net. Save Ezra Stahlberg. Puck comes back into the neutral zone. Backhanded over to Pappas. Pappas has it poked away by Connor DeMott. DeMott gets us into the neutral zone. Nat Gale fires this into the corner. Connor over there to pick it up. Connor turning around. Hard pass off the boards for Cameron Dalin. Dalin receiving a pass well. Good job, Cameron. Takes his puck into the offensive end. Battling to keep it in. Elijah Myers trying to get it out. Cameron not letting him. Cameron sends this in deep. James Law back to get it. Sends this back to the corner for Cameron. Cameron lost his edge. Cameron driven in from behind. And thank you. We're going to call that one. Cameron's up. Hallelujah. Law with this puck now behind the goal. Law centering pass. Shot on goal. Misses. Goes back behind the net. Dalin going over to play on it, and they're going to blow the whistle. Well, he almost touched it, and the referee's arm was getting really tired. Let's make it a major, shall we, boys? Yep. Who was it that did it? Cazenovia penalty, number 20, Elijah Myers, 5-minute major for boarding. Number 20, 5-minute major boarding. Time of the major penalty, 6:43. It's an Ontario Bay power play. Roll Storm. So regardless of goals scored, Elijah Myers will be in that box for 5 minutes, and Cazenovia will play short one player. Newcomb picks this puck up, though. Newcomb passes out to Jack Donlin. Donlin moving in with this puck, curls around at the blue line as he lost it. Had to come back, sends his puck in deep, goes to the corner. Going in after it, Andre Watts. Watts from his trapezoid. Watts comes out on his left side, passes up to Julian Watts. Julian over to Steven Saber. Saber over the blue line. Saber drops this back to Juice. Juice trying to get around Sheamus. Sheamus pulls that puck away. Newcomb from the corner rips this high and long. That's going to go all the way down. Andre Watts has got to skate faster than that to get to that puck before Henry Miller. Watts rips this all the way around, grabbed by Amidon. Amidon ends up passing his puck back. That's an oopsie. Juice to Jacob. Jacob over the center line. Jacob over the blue line. Jacob tries centering that puck. Doesn't make it. Caught by Juice at the point. Juice to Andre. Andre, shot, save, rebound, gets cleared out. James Law just missed it. Julian with this puck again on the near side. Passes over to Connor DeMott. DeMott up to Myros. Myros brings this over the blue line. Myros at the hash mark. Looking for somebody to pass to. Myros getting all wrapped up by Miller. James Law with this puck on the side. Gives it back to DeMott. DeMott over to Donnelly. Donnelly sends this into the corner for Dalin. Dalin with this puck at the corner. Dalin has Penoyer on him. Dalin trying to make some space. Guarding that puck. Still with it. Cameron Dalin gives it back into the corner for Miller. Miller off the boards for Dalin. Dalin trying to pass this into the middle for Myros. Couldn't get it to him. Rebound goes to Connor DeMott. DeMott into the corner. Dalin drops back at the point. Comes back to Dalin. Over to Donnelly to DeMott. Shot fired. Misses. Comes off the back to James Law. Connor DeMott going to pick this puck up at the hash mark. Goes over to Dalin. Dalin off the boards. Back to DeMott. DeMott having a hard time playing it back out. DeMott back to Dalin. One team. Swings and misses. Donnelly fires this back into the corner. Goes off at DeMott. Back to Carter. Carter with it now. Carter loses his puck. Here comes Montoya. Riley Montoya. Montoya into the right. Shot. Save made. Aiden Terry. Amidon picks this puck up. My name is Riley Montoya. You saved my shot. Donlin in. Shot and a goal. They do get a lot of bar downs. My name is Riley Montoya. You saved my shot. Prepare for Jack Donlin with the goal. Cazenovia goal scored by number 24, his 25th of the season, Jack Donlin. Assisted by number 16, Riley Montoya. 24 from 16. Time of the Cazenovia Lakers shorthanded goal, 9:40. Amidon fires this puck across the ice to Connor DeMott. DeMott tries firing it in. Comes ricochets off of Jack Casey back into the neutral zone. Andre Watts passes this puck all the way across for Steven Saber. Saber in the neutral zone. Hits that off of Andre's skate. He meant to pass it to Adam Pooler. Puck dumped in by Andre. Pooler going after it, but Finn Hagen's going to pick that puck up, take it to the corner. Can't get it out. Saber blocks it. Hagen gets a piece of it. Jack Donlin grabs this puck. Saber pushes Donlin off the puck, except that Donlin used his skate to bring the puck with him. Pooler turns this back in, gets ripped right back out by Jack Casey. Goes all the way down behind the net into the far corner. Played there by Julian Watts. Watts gets hit by Newcomb, but Watts able to pass this puck over to Amidon. Jacob Amidon over the blue line. Loses that puck, regains control, tries passing it to somebody, maybe. Nope, he's taking it himself. Shot, blocked. Battle for this puck. Pooler turns, fires, goes off the leg of Miller. Comes back out into the neutral zone. Miller picks off that pass, gets blocked by Mason warns. Here's a shot. Save, Ezra Stallberg. .22 seconds to go in the player advantage. From the corner, sent out to the point for Juice. Juice passes over to, is that Donnelly? Sent over on the near side. Pooler back to Juice. Too much of a sneaky pass. Comes out into the neutral zone. Julian passes over to Donnelly. Fires it in on net, but they were offsides. 3 seconds remain in the player advantage for Ontario Bay. Face-off in the neutral zone. Henry Miller is going to square off against James Law. Law tries pushing us forward. Montoya ricochets it back. Law sends us into the offensive end. Cameron Dallin over to play on it. Jack Casey there. Dallin, Casey. Puck comes up, grabbed by Montoya. Montoya passes up to Pappas. Alex Pappas over the blue line. Gets wide of Donnelly. Shot. Save. Aiden Terry. Dude, Princess Bride's one of the greatest movies ever. Vinny DiNatale wins that faceoff, pulls that puck back to Finn Hagen. Hagen sends it into the corner. That was almost a high stick, but it wasn't. DiNatale passes back to the corner. Back to DiNatale now behind the net. DiNatale getting pressed on by Connor DeMott. Puck goes to the corner. Joey DiNatale there. Joey sends us all the way out for Jack Casey at the center point. Casey sends us over to the corner. Centering pass by Lucas Cornish gets deflected, comes out into the neutral zone, and Finn Hagen dumps his puck in deep. Cazenovia checks up onsides. DeMott rips this around, gets blocked by Gale, sent it to the middle, picked up by Andre Watts. Watts goes behind the goal. Passes over to Connor. Connor DeMott sends this up for Ethan Potter. Potter can't keep it. Now it gets passed back out to Matteo Dalpe. Dalpe, short pass to Potter, gets picked off. Dalpe takes it, rips it at Vinny DiNatale. DiNatale sends us all the way across, off the boards, played by Finn Hagen. Hagen up to Joey DiNatale. Joey to Vinny. Vinny skating up with this puck. Vinny's got Gale going with them. Shot on net. Save made. Aiden Terry. Rebound picked up by Andre Watts. Andre skating up with his puck on the far side. Andre through the middle. Loses that puck at center ice to Jack Donlin. Donlin stops at the blue line. Pulls his man off sides. Has to wait for him to check up on, and on he goes. Puck gets poked away by Donnelly. Grabbed by Jackson Smith. Ethan Potter skating up to that puck now. Ends up running into Finn Hagen. Hagen sends that puck back to the Ontario Bay end. Connor DeMott grabs that puck. Held in, though, by Dylan George. He fires it to the far corner. Jack Donlin, centering pass, picked up, shot, and that goes over and wide. Centering pass again. This gets taken away by Jacob Amidon. Amidon shoveling that puck forward. Amidon to his right side. Amidon shot, blocked by Lucas Cornish. Puck goes to the corner. Cornish picks it up, takes it behind the net. Amidon forechecking like a madman. Takes that puck away. Steven Saber loses his stick and tries to take the stick of somebody else. Steven Saber throws Jack Penoyer to the ice. I don't think you get a 5-minute major for throwing a guy, do you? What's going to happen now? It's like, what do we call throwing a guy? .258 to go in the second period. And we're not going to call anything. Wonder what the whistle was for. Hand pass? Saber grabs that off the faceoff. Julian Watts sends it. Saber over to Amidon. Backhand shot. Save. Rebound. Puck is still loose. Comes out in middle. In the slot. Poked away. Coming up with it is Montoya. Here comes Riley Montoya over the blue line. Forced wide right by Mason Warnes. Warnes takes that puck away. Snaps it back up for Saber. Saber to Watts. Here comes Juice. Long pass out to Amidon. Amidon coming in. Amidon. Oh, loses it. Trips over the goalie. Miller loses that puck. Adam Pooler gets it to Saber. Saber has that puck taken away, and we've got a penalty. Amadon was stuck underneath the goalie, and we're going to get a slash, I think, against Ezra Stahlberg. No, somebody sits for him. It's a beauty of being a goalie. Ask Billy Smith. Oh, it wasn't on Ezra. I thought it was going to be. That would have been cool. Cazenovia penalty. Number 9, Jack Casey. 2-minute minor for slashing. Number 9, 2 minutes slash. Time of the minor penalty, 14:36. It's an Ontario Bay power play. Roll Storm. Julian Watts with this puck, his end of the ice, passes it into the middle for Jacob Myros. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Who was it? Oh, it's Donnelly. Okay. Listen, they stand super similar, though. Face off to the left side of Ezra Stahlberg. Miller squaring off against Law. Law drives that puck forward, tries to take that shot, gets taken away. Picked up. Wrong button. Picked up by Finn Hagen. Now Cameron Dallin has it. Dallin got tripped by Jack Penoyer. No, I'm kidding. He didn't. Puck held in at the point by Juice. Juice stepping up with this puck. Snaps it towards the slot, gets blocked by Finn Hagen. He passes up for Montoya. Montoya misses it, going after it. Grabs this puck, curls around along the board. Centering pass, kick save. Aiden Terry poked away by Julian Watts. Watts passes this all the way over for Myros. Myros centering pass gets blocked. Comes back to Jacob in the corner. Sends this behind the goal. Juice picks it up high of the corner. Switches places with Jacob Amanon. Montoya takes this puck away. Here goes Riley. Outskating James Law. Riley shot, save, Aiden Terry. Rebound picked up by Ontario Bay. Passed up for Amanon. Hagen pops this in, and Amanon takes out Hagen. Puck goes to Juice. Juice over the blue line. Jack Donlin trying to steal that puck cleanly so he can make another goal. This puck gets sent down the length of the ice. 30 seconds to go. Yeah, I missed that one. Donlin in to pick it up. Donlin grabs that puck. And the teams return to even strength. Puck passed over to Myers. Myers swings and misses. Able to not hold that puck in, though. Dumps it in, goes around back behind the goal. Andre Watts grabs it less than 10 seconds ago. Watts sends this out, gets it into the neutral zone. Picked up by Lucas Cornish, and that's where this period's going to end. And that concludes our second period of play here at the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of Storm Hockey. Make sure you get your raffle tickets to win the Ontario Bay Pink Stamp Out Cancer jersey. Get your raffle tickets now to win the alternative Stamp Out Cancer pink jersey for Ontario Bay at the admissions table or wherever those tickets are found. Make sure you stop by the Cold Front Cafe. Get yourself something yummy to eat. I recommend getting the Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kids. They're sweet, they're sour, they're children you can eat.
Never know.
I heard it's a bit.
Well, he's probably plus 20, 22.
Yeah, he might like 22, 23. Now remember, he used to play for CNX.
I mean, you couldn't forget.
I remember he was playing against Bailey, and he was taking a face-off. Now, I so wanted Steve to put Bailey on the face-off. Would have been the only time Bailey would have been taller. I was up there in the booth with my kickbone ready to take that face-off. It didn't happen.
What, man? You cut it out?
And we're off. There's the face-off. Face-off won by Ontario Bay. Adam Pooler sends this puck up, gets turned back by Cazenovia. That gets taken away by Mason Warrens. Steven Saber having a hard time dancing with that puck in the neutral zone, getting into the neutral zone, sends it up to Jacob Amadon. Amadon with it, sends this over against the boards. Julian Watts grabs this, sends this in deep, picked up by Elijah Myers. Flicked out by Cazenovia, goes right to Warrens, though, and we're going to get an elbow against Ontario Bay. Steve Saber going to the box for the elbow. Susan Bach, you are most welcome for streaming. I don't know if you heard, you got Lorelei's name out there on my broadcast because somebody shot me her number. And that was unnecessary. Good to see her earlier, though. Ontario Bay penalty, number 25, Steven Saber. 2-minute minor for elbowing. Number 25, 2 minutes, elbow. Time of the minor penalty, 0:27. Seamus Newcomb with this puck, passes it across to Jack Donlin. Donlin sends this into the corner for Lucas Cornish. Cornish back to Donlin. Donlin sends this over, missed by everybody, all hard off the corner, picked up by Vinny DiNatale. By Montoya, Riley Montoya. Puck comes back to Riley at the point, sends this over to Jack. Cornish back to Jack. Montoya, shot blocked by Andre Watts. Puck goes to the corner. Grabbed by Lucas Cornish. Sends it out to Donlin at the point. Jack sends this high into the corner. Played back there by Joey DiNatale. DiNatale and Andre sends this puck over on the side for Henry Miller. Miller back to DiNatale behind the net. Tries passing this puck up. Gets tipped over to Jack Donlin, and he misses that puck. That gets swatted away. Cameron Dallin outskates his net guard, steals that from the goalie. Centering pass, nobody there. They're on the change, and they're shorthanded. See if Cameron not going to pick up his net guard. Seamus Newcomb over there loses that puck, sends it into the neutral zone for Montoya. Riley Montoya coming over the blue line, loses the puck at the blue line, regains control off the boards, passes off to Cornish. Cornish to Donlin. Donlin kicks it to his skate, dumps it into the corner. Grab there, Connor DeMott. DeMott sends this up along the boards. Henry Miller playing it. Cameron Dallin trying to reach in and grab that puck. Dallin pulls it out, comes to Jack Donlin. Donlin sends this to the slot, poked away by Carter Donnelly. Puck is loose in the slot, in the crease, and it's a goal. Stuffed in by Cazenovia. Cazenovia goal scored by number 16, his 18th of the season, Riley Montoya. Assisted by number 17, Lucas Cornish. 16 from 17. Time of the Cazenovia Lakers power play goal, 2:11. Puck in deep, grab by Amadon. Amadon sends this around off the boards, picked up by Cazenovia, fired in. Montoya plays it behind the goal. Julian Watts on him. Juice pushes that puck away. Amadon shovels it forward. Joey DiNatale spears that back behind the net. Mason Warren's there. Warren's trying to keep it away from Vinny DiNatale and can't. Vinny's got it pressed up against the boards. Guarding with the skate, comes loose. Warren's grabs it. Warren's trying to guard it. He goes down. Puck taken away by Jacob Amadon. Amadon skating up with this puck on the near side. Sends this out into the neutral zone for Saber. Saber draws it back over. Fires this in deep. Puck goes behind the goal. Seamus Newcomb sends it up to Jack Casey. Casey with this puck. Casey sends it off the boards for Hagen. Finn Hagen off the boards trying to get it out. Held in by Andre Watts. Andre sends that on goal. Swatted away by Jack Casey. Finn Hagen grabs this. Sends this behind the goal to the far side. Seamus Newcomb toggles it over to Jack Casey. Casey behind the net for Finn again. Finn back to Jack. Jack Casey along the boards to Seamus. Seamus attacked from behind. Puck goes to the corner. Seamus swats at it. Stopped by Pooler. Connor DeMott in there trying to get it, and we've got an interference call against Cazenovia. Cazenovia Lakers penalty, number 4, Finn Hagen, 2-minute minor for interference. Number 4, 2 minutes interference. Time of the minor penalty, 3:55. Those are 2 close misses by Cameron Dalin. Centering pass gets tipped away, comes out to Andre Watts, fires this gets deflected, goes high in the sky, falls down against the boards for Henry Miller. Miller sends this down the length of the ice. Aiden Terry pauses it back there for Andre Watts. Watts comes up, passes puck over on the near side to James Law. Law gives it back to Andre. Andre's curling around. He's got Jack Donlin on him, serpentining his way. Passes puck over to James. James sends this up for Cameron. Cameron trying to pull it forward. Riley Montoya pokes it away. Goes to Myros, though. Myros into the corner. Centering pass. Puck is loose in the slot. Dallin gets taken out. Puck gets picked up and fired. Held in, though, at the point. Now taken away by Montoya, and it's stolen. A nice pinch by Julian and Andre Watts. Juice coming up at the blue line. Gets hit by Montoya. Cameron Dallin picks up that puck, gives it to Law. Law fires it, misses, goes off the glass. Julian holds that in at the blue line. Juice over to Andre. Andre crisscrosses it, goes off the boards. Amadon with it. Puck gets popped up over onto the near side. Andre in to pick it up. Centers it hard. Goes off of Dallin. Dallin fell down as he got nudged over by Jack Casey. Kind of looked like a stack of Jenga bricks. That gets fired by Jack Donlin off the glass. Comes out. James Law with it. Gives it back to Andre Watts. Andre passes over to Juice. Juice cuts to the middle. Gives it to Law. Law sneaks it underneath for Cameron. Cameron not able to catch up to that puck, gets turned back hard by Elijah Myers. That goes all the way down the length of the ice. Aiden Terry plays it behind the net for Andre Watts. Andre's going to pick this puck up, and the power play is going to expire. Amadon to DeMott. DeMott at the blue line, fires this at the goal, and that gets held on to by Ezra Stahlberg. Face off to the left side of Stahlberg. Amadon loses the battle. Jack Donlin recovered. Backhand by Pooler goes wide right. Puck picked up by Lucas Cornish. Cornish coming up on the near side. Cornish over the blue line into the offensive end. Has that puck on his backhand. Centering pass gets blocked. Picked up at the center point by Jack Casey. Fires this in low. Tipped wide left. Julian Watts, nope, sorry, that's Carter Donnelly. Backhands this puck, goes all the way around. Jack Casey misses it, and they're going to give him the icing because he couldn't reach the puck. That'll bring the faceoff all the way back down to the Ontario Bay end of the rink. Face-off, won by Ontario Bay. Pass up to Dallin. Dallin plays it off the boards because he missed it. Comes into the middle. Cameron trying to get that shot off. Goes wide. Grabbed by Finn Hagen. Now sent off on the near side. Montoya trying to spear it out, and out it comes. Julian Watts able to get to that puck before Henry Miller. Miller attacks him, though. Nice forechecking. Puck comes all the way back through the zone. Ends up in the Cazenovia end, picked up by Finn Hagen. Finn behind his goal on the far side. Caught by Cameron Dallin. Dallin centering pass to Myros. Myros can't get the shot off. Puck gets picked up by Montoya. Montoya loses it to James Law. Law fires this forward. Gets turned back by Myers. Grabbed by Jack Penoyer. Penoyer passes puck over. Shot on goal. Save made. Aiden Terry. 9:36 to go in this third period. 4-0 Cazenovia lead over Ontario Bay. These teams have not faced each other since December the 2nd, and in that game, Cazenovia won 6-0. Face-off won by Ontario Bay. Dylan Van Brocklin trying to snap this puck out. Grabbed by Stephen Wheeler. Wheeler gets this up to Mateo Dalpe. Dalpe fires this in, goes wide of the net. Mateo chasing after it. First to it, though, is Lucas Cornish. Cornish and Mateo wrapped up. Cornish shoves and tosses Mateo away. Fired in by Donnelly on net. Glove save, Ezra Stahlberg. What? Yeah. Shot fired by Pooler, wide left, grabbed by Amadon. Amadon takes it into the corner. Jack Casey pops this back. Casey with it, sends this up high, and hits the roof. Raise the roof. Jack Casey wants you to do is raise the roof. So that face-off wouldn't be in the zone. You got to raise the roof. Jack Casey hit the roof. It's the best singing I can do. Oops. Sorry about that. Finn Hagen sends this puck over to the corner. Grab by Jack Haichu. Haichu passes all the way across for Dylan George. George into the offensive end. Centering pass gets picked up by Ontario Bay. Carter Donnelly gives this up to Jacob Amadon. Amadon tried toe dragging that around Jack Casey. Not going to happen. Casey gives this to Finn. Finn tried passing it up to get it out, and Amadon grabs his shot. Glove save, Ezra Stahlberg. He drops this puck off for his defense. That gets stolen by Ontario Bay. Shot, save, rebound, covered up by Ezra Stahlberg. Oh, that was a huge opportunity. Ontario Bay doing their best to take advantage of it. I'm going to have to upload a clean version of this because this is getting choppy. There's the faceoff. Lucas Cornish grabs this for Cazenovia. Dallin trying to poke that into the slot. Picked up by Henry Miller. Miller on the side, passes this up, gets caught by Connor DeMott, backhands this on goal, and Ezra is going to have nothing to do with that. He covers that one up for the save. Face off to the left side of Ezra Stahlberg. Mateo Dalpe in, sends that towards the corner. Lucas Cornish flicks this out. Chasing after it, Seamus Newcomb. Newcomb's going into the corner. Corral there by Connor DeMott. DeMott forcing him all the way around behind the net. Puts a check on and takes him out. Puck gets passed over to Mateo Dalpe. Dalpe sends it up behind Stephen Wheeler. Wheeler tries to play it off the boards. Wheeler runs square into Jack Penoyer, and I think they're going to give Penoyer an elbow. So it looks like the hit did not come across on YouTube because I lost some packets in the transmission. I need a slightly better internet here at the Haldane Memorial Arena. Haldane Memorial Arena is run by the Salmon River Ice Hockey Association, a volunteer group of parents, and a 501c3. If you want to donate money to Salmon River so they can increase their internet service, on my behalf, that would be great. It's a tax deduction because they're a 501c3. Cazenovia Lakers penalty, number 8, Jack Penoyer. 5-minute major for head contact. Number 8, 5-minute major head contact. Time of the major penalty, 9:19. Andre Watts holds that in and gives it to Jacob Amidon, sends this behind the net. Steven Wheeler with it, takes this to the corner. Wheeler passes up to the point. Back over to Wheeler. Wheeler through to Andre. Andre touches this forward, not able to keep it low for a quick shot. Andre over at the hash mark. Sends this across. Pooler plays this off the boards in the corner. Backhands it up to Julian. Julian Watts in deep. Julian going back behind the net, looking for a wraparound attempt. Something to shoot at. There's a shot. Save made. Ezra Stahlberg. Saber sends this in deep. Amidon misses it. Amidon recovers, goes back, picks that puck up. Jacob loses that puck, comes out to the point for Andre. Andre over to Juice, gets tipped away, picked up by Riley Montoya. Montoya in the neutral zone, swats his puck all the way down. Stalled by Aiden Terry, holds it there for Adam Pooler. Pooler around on the left side. Pooler skating up with this puck into the neutral zone. Adam Pooler loses that puck, gets turned back by Newcomb, gets dumped in by Dalin. Pooler checks up on sides. Lucas Cornish with this puck behind his net. Rides the glass all the way around. Julian Watts is going to chase that down in the neutral zone. Watts with this puck. Backhands this over for Dalin. Terrible catch of a pass. Gives it to Amidon. Amidon loses it. Aiden Terry comes out, so Jack Donlin doesn't get another goal this game. Puck gets passed out to Newcomb. Here comes Donlin. Donlin in, shot, misses, off the glass, comes all the way out at the point position. Jacob Myros gets us into the neutral zone. Julian Watts with it. Watts in. Curls around at the blue line. Passes over to Andre Watts. Andre into the slot. Loses it. Comes up to Dalin. Rips it. Claps the clapper. Goes off the glass. Missed high. Seamus Newcomb gets this into the neutral zone. Amidon trying to poke that in, as is Juice, as Jack Dalin tries to take it away. Myros pops that up high, settles down. Cameron Dalin reaches back, grabs that puck. Dalin over the blue line. Cameron moving in at the corner. Gets hit up against the boards by Lucas Cornish. Puck comes out to the point. Connor DeMott fires. This goes off the body of Riley Montoya. Montoya coming back on the breakaway. Montoya shot, 5-hole, goal. Who? Us? No. That's still Aiden, isn't it? What was that, Katie? I don't know. Cazenovia shorthanded goal scored by number 16, Riley Montoya. It's a hat trick for Riley. Time of the Cazenovia Lakers shorthanded goal, 11:50. Oh, no, it's not a hat trick. That's his second goal. I'm full of lies tonight. Puck gets played on by Aiden Terry. Leaves it behind the net for Andre Watts. Got 1:50 left in the player advantage for Ontario Bay. Andre passes puck over near side for Julian. Julian plays this off the glass. Stops when he crosses the blue line. Sends this over for Andre. Andre tips it forward. Off the boards, fires this towards the goal, misses into the corner. Jacob Myros trying to chase after it. Grabbed by Cazenovia. They're able to flick that out into the neutral zone. Off of Miller's back. Law pops this in. Julian Watts with it now. Julian to Cameron. Cameron Dalin moving forward. Has his pocket picked by Jack Casey. Casey sends this down. That's going to get played on by Aiden Terry. Leaves it there for Steven Saber. Saber comes around behind his net. Passes this puck out for Connor DeMott. DeMott can't catch it. Goes to Jacob Amidon. Amidon dumps his puck in. He's going to chase after it. Goes into the far corner. Jack Casey over there to play it. Casey sends this down. Aiden Terry's going to play on it. Less than a minute in the power play. Aiden Terry fell down. Throws the puck behind the goal. Seamus Newcomb catches this puck. Goes in, takes it to the corner. Connor DeMott going after him. DeMott pokes that puck away. Gets it behind Seamus. Grabbed by Jacob Amidon. Amidon skating forward. Amidon's got Saber in front of him. Crosses with him. Amidon in deep. Stops short. Got nobody at the point. Amidon gets thrown down. And Riley Montoya didn't mean for that to happen. He immediately stopped. He's like, oh no, but he's going to get called for it. Montoya going to the box. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they accidentally took off the 5-minute major. Five, 14-19. There should be 28 seconds remaining in the 5-minute major. There should be 28 seconds remaining in the 5-minute major. Thank you. When you write it down. Cazenovia penalty. Number 16, Riley Montoya, 2-minute minor for elbowing. Number 16, 2 minutes, elbow. Time of the minor penalty, 13:51. I have in my hand the winning 50-50 raffle ticket. The winning raffle ticket number is 852-955. 852-955 is the winning 50-50 raffle ticket. 852-955. Collect your winnings at the Cold Front Cafe. Face-off comes all the way back into the neutral zone. Julian Watts with it. Watts passes over to Watts. Andre skating forward. Andre passes to Juice. Juice into the offensive end. Loses that puck. Regains control. Julian passes over to Andre. Andre back to Juice. Juice fires. Gets blocked by Miller. Juice regains control. Sends us off the boards. Gets it to Dan-Dalin. Dan-Dalin back to Juice. Julian back over to Andre. Andre up on the right side to James Law. Law sends this over, picked up by Jacob Myros. Myros curls around. He goes to the corner. Myros to Dalin in the other corner. Dalin out to Juice at the point. Juice trying to spread out the defense of Cazenovia. That's what you want to do when you got the umbrella open. Puck comes through to Andre. Andre sends it forward. It gets slowed down. Grabbed by Cornish. He fires this down. Jack Donlin not able to catch it. Jack Donlin picks off Aiden Terry's pass, though. Donlin curling around. Donlin trying to make his move to the goal. And that gets poked away by Andre Watts. Puck collected by James Law. Law, hard pass to get to Dalin. Doesn't make it through. Jack Donlin read it like a book. Andre Watts all over him. Dalin pulls that puck forward. Dalin still with it, moving up with this puck. Dalin at the corner. Cornish in front of him. Dalin sends this into the slot. Cornish grabs it, leaves it for Seamus Newcomb. Newcomb sends his puck up to Jack Donlin. Donlin gets it around Julian Watts. Donlin in. Cameron Dalin back checking. Nice job, Cameron Dalin, deflecting that shot away. Juice picks it up off the boards. Teams are even. 1 minute of play remaining in the third period. Final minute of play. Well, if the Storm were waiting for excitement to come back, this is the moment to do it now. They just got to get 5 quick goals in the next 40 seconds, and we've got ourselves a game. Steven Saber passes over to Andre Watts. Andre across. Jacob Ammon's just going to leave it there. I don't need a biscuit to score a goal. Ammonon to Saber, swatted away by Finn Hagen. Riley Montoya in. Riley sends this out. Center point. That came out. Oh, Elijah Myers was hoping, but that's an offside. 22.2 seconds here in February the 8th. Face-off in the neutral zone. Jacob Ammonon's going to square off. Looks like we got not all of our seniors out there, never mind. Against Miller. Miller wins the draw, pushes that puck back to Ducey. Ducey sends this across to Jack Casey. Casey up to Newcomb. Newcomb touches it into the offensive end. Gets passed over to Carter Donnelly. Donnelly sends this into the neutral zone 10 seconds ago. Moving forward with this puck, Carson Spraker. He loses at the blue line. Fired by Amadon. That gets blocked. Cazenovia's got to check up on sides. It doesn't matter. This game's over. And that concludes another exciting game of ice hockey here at the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of Storm Hockey. Please remember to fold and return your warming blankets to their appropriate receptacles now that the game has concluded. Please check your immediate area for any personal belongings, including cell phones, chargers, trash, small children. Please remember to take them with you. We don't need them. Stop by the Cold Front Cafe on your way out for something yummy to eat or drink for that long ride home. You can still purchase your raffle tickets for the Stamp Out Cancer Ontario Bay alternate jersey. The drawing will be held at a later date. Thank you all for coming out here. Thank you all for your sportsmanship. It is greatly appreciated. Remember, this game is available on YouTube. The Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, now and forever, as long as there's a YouTube. On behalf of the Ontario Bay Storm Booster Club, I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day, everyone. And thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all here on the stream. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for liking the video. Most of all, thank you for liking hockey. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence. And like I said, remember, please, don't just wait for it to be a good day. Get out there and make it a great day, everyone.
seconds.